Andrew, do you know who Chase Young is?
Yeah, of course.
No. My point is, I don't either.
Before I said that Cade Cunningham would never be an All-Star, and I just wanted to double down on that.
Oh,
I just.
We're back
What's going
with
on
another.
with Mike's video?
I know.
Live episode 33. Hey, the NFL. We're back. What's up, Jam Squad? I'm MK. I'm your host. I'm here with Drew, John M83, and Tesla Mace. We are jam packed. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, guys?
No, I gotta
doing?
bring in little bro. What up, little bro?
What's going on, guys?
What is going on this week, man? Lots to talk about. The Hall of Fame game for the NFL had kicked off.
Some of it.
Some of it. Did you guys get to see any of the kickoffs? The new
A
kickoffs?
little bit. I watched it a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah, it was
watched
kind of
one.
weird.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about it?
I mean, if I understood it completely, I'd feel a little bit better. But no, there's just a lot to it. Like, I know the ball's got to land in the landing zone, and they're encouraging returns, but it's just I don't know, man. I'm old school. I feel like a CFL vibe, or something that's arena football, the way they're doing it. But maybe it'll just take time to get used to.
I think it'll take time to get used to, for sure. I mean, a lot of it really is understanding the new rules. I don't know if I necessarily like the, hey, by the way, I'm going to kick an onside kick. Like, no, I don't like having to announce it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to motion to it and then do it anyway. Like, there's no element of surprise there. Be a better coach. I don't know.
Well, I think with the onside kick rules changing over the past couple of years, there weren't very many surprises anyway, because you could only have I think 4 guys lined up on one side or something, and that's not like your normal kickoff.
Yeah, you had to at
The
least
surprise
have
one, anyway.
four guys
Right.
on each side.
Yeah, I mean the end of game, everyone knows you're going for an onside. So what difference is it if you have to announce it? But I mean, how many surprise onside kicks were there last year in the NFL? Right? Like I just can't imagine that many.
I
Less
don't
than
know.
5, I'd imagine.
Pat McAfee's not in the NFL anymore, so
Right? Exactly.
you know.
Yeah, he's got his sport. His podcast is trying to compete with ours.
Boom! Take that, Pat McAfee. Take that. What have you guys been watching this week? Olympics? More Olympics?
Yeah, lots of Olympics.
Ooh, what events? What have you been keeping up with, Drew?
Oh man, we were watching fencing. Fencing all the way, man.
I thought you were gonna say the height jump.
That was a good one too. No, I kept up. I watched a lot of the 3-on-3 basketball, men and women's. I watched the USA men's basketball, all the soccer going on. We watched USA. What was I thinking? Canada, Germany. the other day, and then also USA versus the women's side. Sorry, the men are already
Japan.
eliminated. So yeah, women. Yeah, the USA versus Japan. They're great games. Really good games to watch. Canada, Germany. I was rooting for Canada, of course, but they were dominated in the overtime, but couldn't get it done. Lost in the PKs. So it was rough. Rough for all the Canadians out there.
What's the point of the 3-on-3 if there's actual basketball?
It's so Jimmer can get a gold medal, dude.
But then they lost like the first 2
And they
games.
lost
Like
to
what?
I was about to
Netherlands.
say he couldn't even get that done.
He got injured, man. He got injured. But no, either way, it was confusing watching it. There's like its own set of rules. I had to learn them.
Right.
They score a bucket, and the other team gets to grab the rebound. The play doesn't stop. You just keep going. Jimmer actually, they were beating Serbia. They needed 2 points to win it, and Serbia came back and just beat them at the very end. Hit a couple threes, and that was it. It's pretty, and it goes like 1s and 2s, so the 3's overvalued, which is probably why they wanted Jimmer out there because he can just jack it from anywhere. But yeah, it was sad to see the USA men's team just kind of. I think they went 2-5 and got eliminated. But it's a bummer.
2-5.
2-5.
Yes.
The women's, on the other hand, they're doing just fine.
How'd they end up faring?
I don't think it's over yet, right?
No, I think it's still the quarters.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Still looking it up.
Yeah,
you had mentioned you did a lot of.
Oh, they got the bronze medal. It looks like
Yeah, it looks like they got bronze.
they beat Canada for the bronze.
You said you watched a lot of the fencing. Did you actually get to see them take gold?
USA men's?
The women's.
Oh no, yeah, I didn't see the women's one. I was watching the men's. They lost to France, so that was.
The women's won gold. It's the first foil fencing team Olympic gold medal in U.S. history.
That's crazy.
U.S. history. Let's see.
How many
More in,
schools fence?
more in Olympic news. Katie Ledecky has the
Dude,
most
she's
career
awesome.
medals for a female American swimmer. She's got 13 medals.
She broke an Olympic time.
Yeah, world record.
If you
1500 meter.
Yeah, but if you look at the fastest ever women's 1500 meter swimming times, the top 20 times are all Katie Ledecky. Like it's not even close.
Well, did you see her? Did you see her win that 1500? They literally, you know how they normally have like the 3 flags that are in first, second, third. Like,
Yeah.
It's literally just USA, and she's over there resting, looking up at the scoreboard, and then
Yeah, and
second
everybody
place
else is
comes
still
in, and third place. I was
still
like,
swimming.
dude, she literally lapped a girl. It was crazy.
Yeah,
I was like,
pretty
dude,
much.
it's
She was
insane.
like a pole's length ahead of everybody else.
So if you
And then
look
her
at
trainer or her training partner did it too, Fink. So he won for the men's. He won the either the 1,000 or 1,200 or something. But they were training partners, and she was like his biggest. It was cool to see her in the crowd cheering him
cool.
on. I guess they trained together. So
I mean, even in the top 20 fastest ever women swimming times for the 1500, I told you Katie Ledecky has the top 20 times. That spread of the 20 times is like still like 18 seconds.
Jeez.
It's
Crazy.
not like it's a 10-second spread of like, oh, she only like 15 minutes and 38 seconds. And then the first place at time is 15 minutes and 20 seconds. Like it is a pretty far spread, and nobody's even come close.
That's crazy.
Go ahead, Drew.
I was gonna say another great story was Rebecca Andrade from Brazil, gymnast. She She basically, I mean, grew up without really poor, and she ended up taking her first gold medal in the floor, beating Simone Biles, which is
Did
pretty
you
impressive.
did you see that Simone Biles in the third place? There's a picture of them bowing down to her
Yeah, that
on
was really
gold, and
cool.
I thought that was pretty respectful and pretty cool.
Yeah, and so she got 4 medals this time around, and she grew up with like nothing. Practice. She literally would practice like on her bed or something. The beam. Just really really cool story. I think she's the first Brazilian ever to win, to ever get the gold in a gymnastics event, woman Brazilian. So pretty cool. And then and of course Simone, probably the best gymnast ever. It's pretty crazy. She's just still going out there and killing it.
Yeah, Noah Lyles winning. I mean, that photo finish was crazy.
Oh
Um,
man, that was real
I
crazy.
I had to watch it like 3 times. I'm like, how's that guy's foot not across the line? But I guess it's your
I had to
torso.
read the rules.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
your
Yeah.
like
torso,
studying
and
the
so
rules, and
and then in the 200 or 400 meter, there was a guy from St. Lucia that won, and it's their first ever medal. So I thought that was cool too.
there was with for Lyles though. I was reading that it's all about the torso. So it's whenever the torso crosses
Right,
first,
his
and
chest
so
or
he basically won that on technique. Like he just timing the chest, pushing out the chest is why he got the gold, and it's pretty amazing. I saw his post or whatever afterwards, where he's like, "I have ADHD, I have depression, I had all these things, but like, kind of just saying like, you can overcome stuff. Just you gotta go for it." So I thought that was cool to see. Um, there's another one, surfer, American surfer, Carolyn Marks.
Oh yeah.
She won the surfing competition. What's cool that Karen, my wife, actually met her Marx's family at the airport one, like in, I think it was back in 2018. She's at the airport by herself with her with the our 3 kids, and she came. I flew them out to come be in a training with me out there in Georgia, and the girls ran off in the airport. She couldn't find them, and Marx's dad was at the airport, saw my wife, went and helped her find the kids, he helped her gather them up, and they had like, and him and the family stayed with her until I was able to come pick them up from the airport, just kind of helping out with the kids and stuff. They were little at the time, so just really really good people too. On top of her getting that gold, and I think her dad, I think he's a producer for the My Little Pony show or something like that. They were kind of sharing all this stuff with Karen. So really cool family, and now their daughter got her first gold medal as a professional surfer. So it's pretty cool.
That's real neat.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Did you? we'll leave women's boxing alone for tonight. We'll leave that one alone.
You see the pole vault?
Mm-mm.
This guy named Mondo Duplantis. He was born here, like in Louisiana. Went to LSU. He was supporting Swedish, I think, and he broke the record, like 6.25 meters, and got gold. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool to watch.
Dang. So far, your favorite event? Go. Your favorite event to watch, Mike?
I've been enjoying the soccer, the under 23 soccer. Today I was watching a little bit of the Morocco game, and then Egypt played. And for some of these African nations, it is really cool to see them kind of treated a little bit more serious than some of these other countries. Unfortunately, they both lost today, but they did have leads late, and I thought that was kind of cool. The fans, when Morocco went ahead early today, 1-0, were pretty out there. I've enjoyed watching that. But honestly, I mean, I enjoy the swimming too, man. Like just how they do it, the turn, man. I'll never be able to understand how they turn like that. I'm like, it's just so impressive. And I've been I went to the gym last year, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do laps at night. I told Natalie, I said I'll be home in like 30 minutes, and I got home like 5 minutes later. She's like, "Why are you here already?" I'm like, I'm done. like 2 minutes in,
It
I did
is
like 4
straight.
laps, and I'm like, I'm out. I'm like, I felt like I was gonna have like a seizure, man. Like I was out of breath. I had no strength. The next day, my toes hurt, my fingertips hurt. Like I mean, I was sore everywhere. Like it was really bad. And seeing these people like get done and just look up at the scoreboard and like, barely breathing or like barely even huffing and puffing, and man, the condition that they're in is just so impressive.
Just a different type of workout, my guy.
Yeah,
Just a full
that's all it is.
body, different type of workout for sure.
Yeah.
John, what about you? What's your favorite event you've been seeing so far?
So I haven't had a lot of time to watch the Olympics because what I do, I'm back and forth in and out of the office. So I'll look up and there's an event, right? And so I don't know what running event it was, but we say people aren't machines, and I sit and watch these people as they run, and they'll do like 1 lap, 2 laps, and it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna put it in the third gear now, and then they just start running. One's faster than the other, and then another one goes faster than the other, and I'm like, man. It's crazy how you can turn your body on, and I was laughing because I'm sitting there like after the second lap, I'm like, guys, I'd be done. I would be knocked out. I'd be falling on the floor in the corner somewhere. I'd be done. And these guys are just running it like it's no big deal. So
Right.
the only chance I've been able to see from the Olympic Games is just the running events, but it's pretty impressive to me.
Drew,
I thought for sure
your
you were
favorite?
choosing the equestrian with the horses.
I'm pretty sure that's Snoop Dogg's favorite one.
That's right. That's Snoop's.
I mean, it's basketball, guys. Come on. For me, like I love watching all those. I watch Canada, Germany. I'm watching as many of those basketball games as I can. I love. I know the U.S. is just like gonna win, but the other games are good too. So seeing them with their country.
Are you
Um,
shocked at how good Germany is? Germany's looking.
no, they won the World Championship last year, so they're just think about with their squad. They got they got Schroeder, they got Theis, they got the Wagner brothers,
Wagner.
Mo and
Yeah.
Frank or whatever they are. So like they have like a lot of NBA talent, or NBA fringe talent, and they just play together really well. They have a lot of really good chemistry, so it's not that surprising. I knew they'd be up there. Um, I actually thought Canada was going to look like maybe the second best team. Um,
What about your boys from France? They don't look very good, do they?
no, not really. I don't think they don't look like they have a good chemistry. They don't even play Gobert a lot of minutes. I don't know if you've noticed, but Gobert doesn't play that many minutes, which is weird. Like to me, I'm like, just put those two guys out there all day. You don't even need Wemby in the post. Like he can score from
Yeah.
anywhere, but just put him out there for defense. But yeah, they don't. They kind of rotate him, and I haven't seen him play Gobert very many minutes.
I think
I just
I
don't
think
think
their
they're very.
issue is they need more guard play, right? Probably.
Yeah, they're just.
Fournier's old, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's old, and I just don't think they're coached very well. Honestly, like I don't know, like I don't think their coaching is superb. Um, like I see a lot of their sets and how they play, and I'm just kind of like,
Who was
what?
it that I
Like,
was watching? Is Carlisle's coaching for someone?
oh, is he? Maybe he's coaching for them, but let me
Who
see.
was the one that I told you France was in overtime against, and it was like they had to hit that 4-point play? I was texting you guys.
Oh,
Japan or China, or I think it was China. Carlisle's coaching China.
really?
Search that up to see if that's right, because I could have sworn I saw him coaching in that game.
While you guys are looking up, I want you to take a look at this. Let's see if I can bring it up. Hopefully, I can bring it up. Unlock the screen by selecting.
If it wasn't
Oh my
Carlisle, it was
gosh.
Jim Carrey.
Oh, I don't want to restart Chrome. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be dumb. Absolutely dumb. It won't let me post it. Come on. Let me see if I can do this again.
Can I tell you what I don't like while you're doing that?
What? Go ahead.
I don't like the fact that we have like 75 medals and China's got like 45 medals, and yet because they have one more gold than us,
Yep.
we're second on this list. I'm like, dude, come on, like can we weight this thing? All that matters is gold medals. We don't care about silver and bronze at all.
So dumb.
Like all the medal trackers, I'm like, we got China's ahead of us.
Do I want to share the entire screen? No, probably not. It's probably not going to pull it up. Dang it. Man, I really wanted you guys to watch this
Dude.
video.
Robin Lundberg is the China coach, and
There
Yao
we
Ming.
Yao
don't think
Ming.
All right,
Yeah,
Yao Ming,
boy.
bro.
Who did?
Let's go, Yao. Let's see. What do I got here?
Yao Ming, man. I still get sad when I think about Yao Ming.
Poor Tesla Mace. Universe muted him. Or he had a power outage. Either way.
No, I'm looking up the thing. Look at Japan's coach, Andrew. It was Japan, not China.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at who I texted you guys. They were playing that day. I'm pretty sure he's a Japan coach.
That is not it. Oh my gosh. Where is that
Oh, yeah,
segment?
it looks kind of like him.
It's not
Tom
him.
Havasi.
So it's not him?
No, it's not
It's
Ricardo.
Havasi.
Yeah.
It does look like him though.
Yeah, I kind of got that look a little bit. But
was weird.
Oh, I don't even get to.
it's been
Darn.
fun, man. The Olympics has been really good in our house, man.
I really, really, really wanted to show this, and I can't figure out why it won't let me show it. So dumb. Anywho, shout out to Savannah Santiago. She is a 12-year-old out of our hometown of Hauula, Hawaii. She's also a cousin. Anyway, she won the. Help me out, Clint. Is it the pentathlon?
Let's see. Hold on.
She won the gold medal for the pentathlon in the Junior Olympics and broke the record for shot put as a 12-year-old.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That's pretty cool.
And I wish I could have shown the video. Anyway, she was on Hawaii's news, and our cousin ended up posting it. Was trying to get that video up, but apparently it won't let me.
Yeah. Let's see.
Lame. In other news, a fight broke out between the Titans, Mason Rudolph and Will Levis. This ought to be fun to figure out what was going on. After Rudolph threw a quick touchdown pass, he turned to Levis and said, "You about to be the sorriest backup in the league, and should be making subs at Subway." And infuriated Levis then slapped Rudolph with an open-handed slap, which led to the team scuffle. Bro.
He's
Well,
always
everybody-
getting into fights.
Bro.
You hear about the Amon-Ra St. Brown one?
No.
So supposedly the Giants, they had a joint practice today, and Amon-Ra caught a ball, and like Giants players from the sideline came up and started jumping him, and none of the Lions players helped him. And they're saying that
what?
there's animosity in that locker room because he got that fat contract, and it's created a little bit of division. I mean, literally, there's like 20 Giants guys around him, and there's one Lions guy that like just happened to be close by, but he wasn't like jumping in there to protect them. I saw this. I
Jeez.
saw this feed that said like it's a bad look for the Lions.
Right. Let's see here. Did you see who the opponent is for the next round of women's boxing? Somebody sent me
Algeria, I'm
this.
assuming.
Somebody sent me this. It's actually Tammy Tyson. I was like, oh no. I swear the internet is wild. Just wild. I don't know how true this one is, but after Gordon Hayward retired from the NBA, there is now only one player from that 2010 draft that is still in the league. Anybody know who that is?
Mm-hmm. 2010.
Yeah, the 2010 draft. Who been in the league that long?
Kevin Love.
No, but you are kind of on the right track.
Tristan Thompson.
Let me I'll name some of the people that were on that draft. Okay. John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins.
When was Kawhi? When was Kawhi drafted?
He's after that, but
Is
he
he?
said on the court. So
let's see.
PG.
PG's the only guy.
really,
Yep. Blake Griffin's out.
wow.
PG is the only dude from that 2010 draft that is still in the league.
Wow.
Gordon Hayward, I have the picture, and I'm trying to. Some of the guys are so young that I can't. Gotta figure out whose face that is. Just a quick.
Mark Steve Favors. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Just a reminder that Mark Cuban purchased the Dallas Mavericks for $285 million back in 2000. Okay. 23 years later, he sold a majority stake. He didn't sell the entire thing, just a majority stake of the team for $3.5 billion.
That's crazy.
Just for reference, that's approximate 1,127% return on investment. Happy birthday, Mark Cuban.
If only we had 284 million to buy a team in the first place.
And if you donate now $1,127, you will too have a 1,127%.
Call this number or text. You can Zelle too.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. We talked Olympics. We talked a little bit of NFL. Anything coming out of Niner camp? Anything good?
Yeah,
No?
we just signed.
Ayuk's coming out of. Go ahead, John.
We just signed Matt Breida today. So,
Nice.
old running back from the past. Yeah.
Yep. Here's a question for you guys, and maybe Drew will jump in when he gets a chance. But I want you guys to settle a little debate. I want to know. I'll give you guys a minute to think about it, but I want to know who are the top 5 fictional football players of all time. Fictional, right? Or we're talking movies. Who are the top 5 best fictional football players of all time?
Bobby Boucher.
Boom! I'll take that one. I'll take that one at number 2. I'll take it. Bobby Boucher, yeah, he's definitely on there.
Rudy.
Rudy's got to be on there. But I mean, Rudy's a autobiography, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah,
So,
Rudy's.
I'll take Willie Beeman.
yes,
Uh,
steaming Willie Beeman. Any given Sunday, let's go. So we got any given Sunday. Bobby Boucher from Waterboy, right?
what's
Anybody
the
else?
Keanu Reeves ones? The replacements.
Shane Falco, baby.
Shane
Yes.
Falco.
Shane
Falco.
Falco, yes. I'll take Shane Falco. Okay, that's what we got 3.
Yeah.
Anybody else come to mind?
Mm-mm.
Was there
What's
anybody
the-
good out of Longest Yard?
Earl Megget. Yes,
There we go.
sir.
What about
Cheeseburger.
Who played it?
Remember
It was
the
Nelly, right? It was
Remember
was
the
Nelly.
Titans, strong side, weak side.
Yes. I mean, I think that one's also autobiography, but you're right.
Is it an
Superman.
auto?
Drew said it's Shane Falco for him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anybody else we can think of? I don't know if I can think of anybody else. Those by far were my top 4. Top 4 for sure. I couldn't name anybody else. Who?
Unnecessary roughness. Who's the quarterback?
Oh my goodness, you did not. If anybody on there would have been like most improved, it would have been Stonehands. Stonehands from that movie was by far the greatest.
The ball is my friend.
Yeah,
ball
he's
is
the
my
dude that
friend.
like could run, the 4.340, but could not
Yeah.
catch.
Yeah.
Bobble the ball like the entire time. I just bought that movie not too long ago, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's $4.99." I'm always trolling the $4.99 movies. Like, yes, unnecessary roughness. Oh, you know who the other one is? It's the white samurai guy on defense.
he was the linebacker, wasn't he?
Yeah, the linebacker that just karate kicked himself all the way through the line. That was cool. I'll take him on my defense. Him alongside Bobby Boucher, ain't nobody getting through.
And then how about a coach, right? Rick Moranis from Little Giants.
Yes, for Little Giants.
Yes.
Let's go.
Or you
That
got
is-
Kevin James in that one too. What was it?
Oh yeah.
The high school one, the old
Yep.
Saints coach, the Sean Payton.
That is so funny. Rick Moranis. Let's see. Trying to go through all the pictures I had right now. Apparently the White Sox lost their like 19th straight loss, right?
21.
And it's now 21.
Yeah,
That's funny
they just
because when
lost
it was
today.
19, this came across my feed. Oh, why is it blurred out? Here, let me see. Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it?
What
Do you
is
see?
it?
Do you see the Spider-Man? You like the
Oh.
Detroit Pistons and the
Yeah,
You? Or you?
it's sad, man.
21,
It's
bro.
sad. It's an AL record. They're 0-18 on Mondays this season.
Is that why you retired that hat? Is that why?
I still got hats upstairs. I'm still a fan, man, but it's really tough to admit it right about now. But
It's the-
I'll still be going to the Angel White Sox game. It's a tradition,
go.
so
You went from-
I'll be there. I'll probably get like behind home plate seats for like $5 though, so that's kind of cool.
You went from the big hurt to the real hurt.
Yeah, this is really hurting big time.
Here's
Hey, John, I meant to ask you. I've seen a couple articles on Ayuk. So yesterday, supposedly there was an article that came out that said, I don't know if these are true or not, or if you saw them, but they basically said that they were coming close to a contract extension. But my understanding is the Niners weren't coming close to a contract extension with them, but they were trying to find a rat inside their organization that was leaking stuff to the press. And so they released the info to a certain person, and that person ended up releasing it to the press. And so
my
they basically
gosh.
found the rat.
There you go.
And then I just read today, like it's imminent that he's getting traded. like within the next 24 hours. So I don't know if that's true or not, but
Ooh, to the
um,
Raiders.
I think they're going back and forth on if he's going to get traded because I read something yesterday that was like still no he's still not available for trade. So they keep going back and forth. But what seems to be consistent is there's a deal on the table for $25.9 million. He doesn't want it, but he'll take a $28 million deal from what I think the Patriots were going to offer him. So they're not far off in terms of money, but again, for me, I'd probably rather have Trent Williams having the majority of whatever that is, right? So it doesn't
I
seem
haven't
like
heard
they're
a
very.
word about that.
Oh, really?
Have you? About Trent?
Oh no, just that he's not
Right.
gonna show up. But the crazy thing is, and I think I said this last time, is Trent Williams not showing up to every practice, or even if he stands there like and he doesn't actually participate, he still gets fined $50,000 that cannot be rescinded.
Yeah.
Only Brandon Ayuk's basically hold out or hold in can be rescinded because it's on his rookie deal. Once he signs an extension or a new contract, then anytime he holds out after that, it's a $50,000 hit and
Per
it can't
day.
be rescinded. Yeah.
Jeez.
It's
You
a lot
guys
of money,
want
man.
you want to know the wildest stat of the night?
Sure.
Here we go. That 2008 Florida Gators that won the national championship, 41 players from that roster have been arrested.
Oh wow, that's pretty
That
crazy.
is
Wow.
1 in every 3 players on that team has spent time
Have you seen
in
the
jail.
Netflix series documentary on that?
Uh-uh.
It's pretty big. There was a lot of stuff going on that Urban Meyer supposedly was sweeping. I mean, the whole police department was Florida Gators guys. I mean, there's a lot too. I actually just saw something that said that the movie's coming out. The Aaron Hernandez movie's coming out. I
Ooh.
forgot who's playing him, but they're actually gonna release a movie with him and someone else famous is gonna be Tim Tebow. Um,
Nice.
there's a lot with that Florida Gators team that went down.
Jeez. That's wild. And I mean you got to have some kind of connections, right? As a coach that will have the ability to hide that much.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let me see here. Remember last week I told you guys that hey, we need to support Wazoo for a little bit. Let's see here. We are let me get this up on the screen. Window. This one? Yeah. Come on. I don't want that. Let me get.
What are you guys' thoughts, real quick, on that 18-game season?
I think we'll get pushback, but I think the NFL will make its money. I don't think.
So,
I
I
don't
mean,
think.
wouldn't you say that the Hall of Fame game, though, like proves that the NFL doesn't care about the preseason? I mean, for them to just cancel it.
Oh no, they don't
mid-game.
care about the preseason at all.
Yeah.
So I mean, why are we doing it, right? I mean, like why don't we just extend the season a week, take a game off, give them another bye week, right? That would put us till President's Day, which is a 3-day weekend, what the NFL wants anyway.
So you want to know how they get all the NIL deals in college? This is one of them. This is the kid that we both Clinton and I coached in high school. He's hopefully getting his spot solidified at Wazoo. But this is how they end up selling. I'm literally about to buy one of these jerseys just so that I can rock it. But this is how they'll get companies to produce their stuff, and then a majority of those proceeds will go straight to the player. I never understood exactly how they did that. But if you want to support, let me know. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, shoot that to me. I'd probably grab one.
Yeah. I'm trying. I'm
Watch
still trying to
Zoom,
get
man.
him on the pod. That'd be so awesome.
I could talk to his dad. His dad's coaching at Lakes.
Oh, he is. Is it because
Uh-huh.
Mike's there?
Yeah.
Little Mike, because he's Big Mike. We'd
Leo
have so
Jr.
many mics on the. We'd have so
Sounds like
many
my
mics
life.
on. I know, right?
Hey,
I'm
I
like,
got
oh,
something.
dude. Go ahead, John.
I got something for Tesla real quick. So, Mike, this is great, right? So, the debate continues between Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor
Okay,
Lawrence. Okay.
so I'm watching a side-by-side comparison with statistics, and I don't have it. I will find it though, but I don't have the clip on me. And it was with I think a team from ESPN. So they're giving all of Trevor Lawrence's statistics, right? And the side-by-side comparison was Daniel Jones, and it was literally like yards were really close. And I don't know the years that were lined up. So I'll find this thing. But I mean, like, yards were close, touchdowns were close, like everything was so close, and the comparison was Daniel Jones. So that's pretty crazy. But I just thought I'd
That
share
is
that one.
crazy. Well, Daniel Jones did get paid, so I mean, he
Sure.
had that 1 year that got him paid. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence is top 5 QB in the league, but I think he deserved to be paid.
Sure.
I do not think Jordan Love deserved to get paid. I mean, not for 1 year. I just think
You're
it's premature.
I agree. I think that the thing that's distasteful to me, and again, I'm just outside looking in, but I think that the thing that bothered me was just how he went about it. Like, oh, I'm not going to play, and I'm not going to do this until you pay me. And so 48 hours later, they come up with this,
Right.
contract that's set up. But it's like, man, you're a leader of the football team. You're a leader of a very wonderful franchise, and that's the product that we see. Well, I'm just gonna stand on the side and stomp my feet until I get.
Well,
I think that's rough for me.
Aaron
I think.
Rodgers kind of did that too, right? I mean,
Sure, but
like,
you have
so
a
he
chance.
learned from him.
You have a chance to be outside the shadow, though. You don't have to be
True.
that, and
Right.
you're carrying that forward because there was Brett Favre, then Aaron Rodgers, and now we're seeing it with Love.
Yeah. And I know they had to pay him. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. I just don't think they need to pay him that much.
I just don't
Sure.
think he deserves it.
Yeah, I don't think he deserves it just yet. Like, what have you done? He's done, like this. Honestly, this could be a Daniel Jones situation, right? I mean, Daniel Jones had 1 good year. They got this max money, and it's like, wait, what? Like, I don't know.
I don't know how
Uh,
much how far you watched Daniel Jones, but he had one running play where all he had to do was not fall and make it and go get his touchdown. And I swear
Yeah.
he would probably get paid $2 to $5 million more on that contract, but he freaking tripped and fell.
Yeah,
Oh my
it was like a
gosh.
50-yarder or like a
Yeah.
40-yarder, and then he
But
tripped and
nobody
fell.
was in front of him.
Yeah,
And
he
fell.
tripped. Yeah, it's like at
Gotta
the
watch
8-yard
out.
line he tripped, and I don't think
Gotta-
they scored a touchdown on that drive either. It's funny.
No, they didn't.
You got to watch out for that turf monster, man. That'll catch you. Especially when your eyes get all wide open and you're like, oh, yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
Especially in New York.
Oh, man.
Speaking of getting paid, the Chiefs made Butker the NFL's richest kicker. That's interesting. I didn't think he was all that great. He just played for a really great team.
John, you got your computer in front of me?
Yeah.
Google Chiefs punter 75-yard punt. I saw some absurd thing that said that they have a punter who punted the ball 75 yards, and I want to say the hang time was like 13 seconds or something. Like, it was some ridiculous.
Oh my god!
Do you see
Matt-
that anywhere?
Matt Ariaza.
What was the hang time?
Looking. So it says Chiefs punter Matt Ariaza is making headlines after an impressive 75-yard punt during practice, showcasing his potential as a game changer for the team's special teams. His powerful leg has drawn attention. He's been nicknamed Punt God due to his remarkable kicking abilities.
It was like some absurd amount of hang time. Like it's one thing to go 75 yards, right? But that thing's getting returned. But I don't know why. I remember seeing him like, dude, this is ridiculous. The Chiefs. So when they don't score, they're gonna freaking change field position by 50 yards. I mean, come on, man. The rich get richer.
What's the average NFL punt hang time?
The longest one is 67 by Timmy Townsend.
See, the average
That-
hang time of an NFL punt is 4.5 seconds. So 13 seconds, that is wild.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, I don't think it would work. And not only that, like it's one thing to go straight up for 13 seconds. It might not have been 13. I may be over exaggerating. I know it was long, and they're making a big deal about it though. And
Yeah.
like John just said, I mean, they're calling this guy. They got a nickname already for a punter. Like that's crazy to me.
the longest one is 67, and the hang time is 5.71 seconds.
Yeah.
Dude,
And who was that? Who was that?
Tommy Townsend.
So that's the guy he's
He
replacing.
was on the
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
He was a
crazy-
lefty too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the issue, I mean, obviously you guys know because you played football, but for maybe our viewers who don't, but sometimes like when you're returning punts and the ball's spinning the opposite way because of how it's coming off your foot is totally different than the ball spinning the other way.
Okay, so my best friend in high school, this fool was, well, what was Mitch? 6'7", 6'5", 6'5", 320 pounds on a
He was
good
big
day.
dude.
Just a massive dude, D lineman, right? But could punt. And when I say he could punt, he could boot that thing 60 yards. Okay, and every now and then he's like, Mike, go catch a couple punts for me. And I would. I'm like, all right, cool. And he kind of taught me how to punt, whatever. But what I hated about his punt is that he'd get the ball, he'd get the snap, and then he'd start booting this thing, and this thing would go up, and it come up this way, and you're trying to get underneath it, right? So you're like, okay. And then it would come down the opposite direction and like beeline all the way. I could never get underneath this thing. And like I would try to time it like, okay, I'm not gonna go that far over. I'm not gonna get that far over. And I'm like, oh crap. It was the wildest thing to see. And if you ever I'll see if I can get some of his semi-pro highlights. Because this dude, I mean, if this guy could put in any amount of like hard work, and I know Mitch is watching. He's got to be watching right now. If he had that like crazy work ethic, he could have made the league easy because he was dominating D line in high school. Went to college. I'm pretty sure he won a national championship at Ottawa as a D lineman / punter. But we played semi-pro ball together after playing in high school together. And I mean this kid would he'd play middle linebacker because nobody could block him. I mean, you're like 350 pounds, right? And semi-pro level, ain't nobody blocking you. And then would turn right around and play quarterback because I was his wide receiver. And he'd look one way and he's like, I know where Mike's gonna be. And then he'd quickly turn back and just like launch it or whatever. Right? Whatever's clever, man. And then on the opposite end, we'd run a reverse because they knew I could throw the ball. And I knew, all right, well, if I throw it to Mitchell, nobody's ever gonna catch him. I'm like, yeah, he's 350 pounds, but you ain't tackling the guy. So like Jerome Bettis on steroids.
That's funny.
Just running people over. And then when we needed to, he would punt. Like the guy would just literally do everything. In the semi-pro world out in Washington State. Right now he's coaching. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he owns one of the teams now, but I'll have to get him on the podcast for sure. I've asked him before. He said he'd jump on. It would be fun to have him on here.
There was a volleyball during the Olympics player serve that I saw that it showed it from the angle where the ball was going, and it literally did like a knuckleball, and I mean no one was able to hit it, and they're like, and it said, I saw a little caption said, "Would you be able to hit this?" And everyone's responding, "Well, if these professionals can't hit it, there's no way." But it's pretty cool. Like that's probably the next thing with these punters is,
Right.
how do you get, not your typical spin, but maybe a little bit more going forward, so that way it's hard to grab for these receivers. I don't know.
Hey, it looks like that punt was 5.58 seconds.
5.58. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh,
Which is still a lot,
that's
right?
still
That's
a
crazy.
lot.
It's crazy hang time. I was watching it right now. Yeah, it's crazy
Yeah.
hang time.
5.58 seconds. That is wild.
Yeah.
And to be able to flip a field like that, I mean, that's an advantage for everybody. Trust me.
Yep.
I mean, we had Shane Leckler, we had
Janikowski. Your
well,
field goal kicker.
Janikowski didn't.
Well,
He didn't. Yeah,
He was your
didn't
field goal
punt,
kicker,
though.
but yeah.
Yeah. We had Leckler and
Yeah,
Marquette.
King, right?
Marquette.
Yeah,
King,
King.
yeah.
The showboat.
That was a big boy though, man. Like I mean,
What?
yeah, he was a
Yeah.
punter, but man, I think he could level somebody out if he crossed them.
Pretty much.
Cross his path. Oof.
I mean,
Pretty
it's
much.
the most important position for the Raiders is their punter. So,
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take whatever we can get.
Hall of Famers just producing Hall of Fame
Yeah,
kickers.
like-
Strong leg there, huh?
I'll
Strong
tell you
leg.
what.
Hall of
I'll
Fame
tell you
kickers
what.
on the Raiders.
We would solidify that AFC kickers spots on both
Yeah.
ends.
Pro
Place
Bowl.
kicker and punter, man. We got them. Y'all can fill out the rest of the ride.
Hey, you
Kickers,
hear
though.
you hear Garoppolo may get cut from the Rams roster too?
Oh my gosh! Please, please.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Or
Hang
he
him
goes
up,
2
man.
years ago, he was in the Super Bowl to not making the league anymore.
So wild.
That's crazy.
So wild. On the opposite end, like the Patriots aren't doing any better either. Like that's
Oh,
why
Who's
he
and
the
made
team
his
that
name,
drafted?
right?
Who's the team that drafted Milton? Was that the Patriots?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
Patriots.
and they
I
said
heard-
he. Oh, go ahead. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No,
I know
go
you're
for
gonna
it,
say.
John.
Go ahead.
Go.
I get excited about this because
Yeah.
this boy's got an arm. He can throw like
Yep.
80, 90 yards. Like this guy
Yeah.
can throw, right? And as he's competing in practice, he might have a chance to start. It's an outside
Yeah.
looking in chance, but that boy's been hitting them on 75, 80-yard passes. He has an arm.
Yep. I was hoping the Raiders would take a chance on him just to come in and compete. Like hoping.
Yeah.
Because why not? I mean, we got guys already at the receiver position that can fly. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Anywho, who was it? I saw a video. I want to say it was on Twitter. How everybody on the team already hates Mac Jones. Have you seen that? They're in practice, and all the quarterbacks are lined up, and the quarterbacks are doing like a no fumble drill, like, oh, we got to jump across the goal line or whatever. And so they're holding the ball like this, and then when they jump across the goal line, like they're landing on a pad, right? But they're like supposed to like double up on the ball, and there's a coach there that's got a pad that's like poking at him, right? So like who is he playing? He's playing for the Jags now,
Jags.
right? So like Trevor Lawrence is coming across, and like nothing's really happening. Second string quarterback comes across, and the coach is like, like, and then Mac Jones comes across, and that coach wound up was like, get out of here. Oh, I just hating on that boy, man.
That's funny.
Had me cracking up. Like, jeez.
That's crazy.
It'll be absolutely awesome to see some preseason games
I know.
coming up this week. Let's go. Thursday night actually is going to be the first set of preseason games. You got the Panthers, Patriots, Lions, Giants, and then Friday is going to be a couple more. Texans, Steelers, Falcons, Dolphins, and the Eagles, Ravens. Saturday is going to be 4 more with the Commanders, Jets, Bears, Bills, Raiders, Vikings, and Packers, Browns. So I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Are the Ravens lost, or did they end up losing last year, or are they still like win their last 20 preseason games or something like that?
I have no idea.
All I
I'll
know
have
is they like treat the preseason like the playoffs.
well, they got to. That's how they build up all the hype, and then they get to the
But
playoffs and
like
just
a normal
forget to run
team's
the ball.
playoffs, not their playoffs, not Lamar Jackson's playoffs.
Oh man, I know what I'm doing this weekend. For those for those still tuned in, boom! Subscribe to us on YouTube at JAMM Podcast. Click on that notification button to view us live. We're live every Monday night, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can hit us up on social media if you want to. Usually hit us up on Instagram. That's when, if you would like to be a guest on the show, hit us up there at JAMM Podcast. Yeah, let us know, man. We love getting to know all our viewers. It's even funnier when like I'm at work and somebody random comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, Michael, I watched your podcast last night." Oh, really? How did you know I had a podcast? Oh, I heard from so and so to see you like to talk sports. Blah 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 blah. I had to check it out, man. I'm like, hey, man, it's like, come on. Did you subscribe though? Because I don't want to hear anything unless you subscribe. He's like, yeah, I subscribed. All right, cool.
Attaboy.
We're cool now. You can
That's
take an
great.
extra 15-minute break.
Don't
Anywho,
talk about
I'm MK, along with John M83, Tesla Maze, Lil Bro. We are Jam Pack Vibe. We'll see you guys next
See you later, fellas.
week. Later,
Hi,
fellas.
everybody.